we're going to do a little magic today. And I'll get to practice my psychic abilities. So, in your workbooks, we're going to look at page 56, which is literally the next page, and it looks like this. Should look like this.
Is this the homework?
It is based off, it is not the actual stuff. The one on the homework is slightly different, but it's based off of what we're doing. So, we're going to look at this page, and I'm going to direct you through a thing, and then we're going to talk about it, and we'll do a little extra practice with it. So, what I want you to do is I want you to pick a number. Positive, so don't go negatives, but you can pick any number you want, and you're going to put it in this box right here. If you want to put next to it original or number or whatever, there, you totally can. But you are going to write your number. Whoa, that was the chunkiest of pens. You're going to write your number right there. Then, on this next line, I want you to take your number and I want you to double it and put it right here. You get to pick any number in the world to go in this box. Any number, positive, decimal. If you're feeling real froggy, but I don't recommend it. Can, would still work. But just pick any number, just don't go negative. I don't know that it won't work, but I just haven't tested it. So let's try, so any number here, double it. Once you've doubled it, add 6. So number, double, add 6. I'm just going to write them down here. And we're going to add 6. I was going to say, you can if you want to. I'm just putting it down here so we can look at it later when we are thinking about stuff. Because our very next line, once we take whatever number we have here after we've added 6, I'm going to want you to have it. Cut it in half. Ooh, my iPad froze. That's so much fun, especially because this is the one I'm recording. Yay, it's back. Huzzah, thank goodness.
What about if we cut it and it becomes a decimal?
Did that happen for you?
Yeah.
I got only 18 in there. And then you check your 96.
Oh.
Okay, so we're having it, we're dividing it. And then I want you to subtract your original number. So subtract whatever you had as your original number. And then, here's where my psychic powers come in. Because I want you to fold your page like this so I cannot see what you wrote. And I am going to use my magic wand and my very clearly labeled magic post-it notes. See, they're the magic ones. And I'm going to tell you what you got
Wait. What?
as the final thing. So whatever you get after you subtract your number, I'm going to tell you what you got. Got to attune my psychic powers. Let's see, I got follow the vibes. So I'll turn the back around. So float and have wellness. Let's see, let's see. Oh my God. See it. I was gonna say, y'all got a theater ticket in this thing.
I should pick the higher number.
I'm just giving them to you sort of bit like riding them on your head. Let's get a seat. All the pieces are coming in. Let's see.
So everybody just chose one.
What's up?
So everybody chose one?
Let's see. Let's see. Did I?
Wait, I didn't get one. I didn't get one either.
I gotta check. I gotta make sure that my second card is. Okay. All right. Look at the post note and see if I gave you the right answer.
No, there's no way.
Oh my gosh, my psychic powers are awesome!
No, you looked at. I didn't even pick nine.
Magic. Magic.
I picked nine.
That's what she got you.
All right. Magic wand. I'm good. Did I get your answer right?
Yes.
I was gonna say from the shock and awe. I'm assuming a lot of them, yes. What numbers did you start with? Maybe we just all happened upon starting in the same number. What number did you guys start with? 9. 1. 87. 3. Anyone else? 30. So let's see if we can figure out what the heck happened. How am I this good? Oh my gosh. So let's think about it. What's up? I was gonna say, you're allowed to say it, it's okay. So we started with a number. I'm gonna call that number n. Whatever that number was, it was what we had. Actually, I'm changing how I'm writing this. So our number n is just gonna be some symbol. I'm just calling that. Maybe it was 3, maybe it was 27, maybe it was 4, whatever. On our first step, then we had to double it. How do we double something?
You added.
Add it to itself, so you can think of it as that we'd have 2 boxes here. Or if I wanted to do it to my variable letter thing here, how could I do that here? I could say n plus n, or n times 2, 2n, or n times 2. I've doubled it. I have 2 boxes, I have 2 n's. If we then need to add 6 to what we have here, I'm going to have my 2 boxes. I'm just going to make them a little small. And then we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've added 6. So we took our 2 n's plus 6. All right? With me? Because the next thing we did was we divided by 2. We cut it in half. So if we think about this set here as like a group, if I want to divide this in half, I'm cutting this into 2 groups, right? So dividing it in half, sorry, just switching colors here. We wind up with 1 box and 3 little lines. And that gives us 2n that we're cutting in half and 6 that we're cutting in half. We really don't like fractions though, do we? What is 2 divided by 2? 1. We like that better. So I'm going to switch this 2 divided by 2. Oh, did I hear a wait? I can always slow down. Just tell me no. I can switch that 2 divided by 2 to a 1. That looks like an exponent. So the 2 divided by 2, we can make this just be 1 of our number. And our 6 divided by 2 is the same thing as if we had 3. Okay, so we're left with just 1 box and our 3. Then we need to take away our original number. I'm going to get rid of the box. It just leaves me with 3 pieces. If we take our 1n plus 3 and I take away n, all we're left with is that 3. So, am I really magic? Did I just write 3 on all the post-it notes? Yes. Okay, so this is all about how these pieces are working together and trying to see if we notice the patterns in here. So I'm going to write just a smidge off to the side for us to look at real quick, because I want us to see if we can notice that we had our n here. We times by 2. We added 6. We divided by 2. And then we minus n. What do we notice? And I'm going to zoom it in here and just cover this up a smidge. There we go. Just so we can look a little closer. They're extra in the hallway sometimes, just saying. All right. So if we look at the things that we did over here, ignoring the ner. There we go. What do we notice in the set of things that we did here? Because this is how we did it. We did our number, then we times by 2, we added 6, divided by 2, and then subtracted our number. What do you notice in here, in this set? What do we notice? Not right answers here. Just what do we notice? Ooh, good noticing there. So we multiplied by 2, we doubled it, we then also divided by 2. So we halved it. Times and division, multiplying and dividing, undo each other. So they canceled each other out. The other thing we did in both places, we had our n and we lost an n. So we had something and we took it then away. So those undid each other too. The number in itself changes because of the things that come after. But the reason we wound up at this 3 is because we had something that we took away. We multiplied something that we undid with division. So they're really kind of looking at these inverse operations is what they're called, that undo each other. And they work in a partnership. So they work as kind of a pair. So we're going to do another one like this, I call these Facebook math, because it really feels like you put in your birthday and you get your childhood street address, those kind of things. Put a checkbox next to all the things you've done. See how many points, those things. I know. I remember when Facebook finally let people in from high schools, and I was so mad. It used to just be for college students. Originally, in the original days of Facebook, it was just for college students. You had to have a college email address to get in.
Facebook is big.
Yeah, I know. It became a thing when I was in high school, and I was being very, very mad that you had to have a college email address to get in. I'm older than Facebook.
Than Mark Zuckerberg?
He was in college when he made Facebook, so yes, I am younger than Zuckerberg.
Wow.
I am older than Google. Yes, we had MySpace.
Did you have Kik?
No, I did not have Kik. That's newer.
You don't know what Kik is?
I know what Kik is. I don't have one. It's kind of like I know what Snapchat is, but I only ever use it for the filters. Like with my children to do the funny faces. I don't get it. I barely get it. I barely have Instagram. So, that's where I am. I have a TikTok addiction, but I barely have Instagram.
No, for real.
I don't post much. All right, so what we're going to do is you guys are going to work together. I want you to work with somebody nearby you to do this because it does have a lot of steps and it really helps to have somebody double checking things with you. This is on the next page, so you don't have to do it from the screen. And you're going to take your birthday to do this. So when you are entering the month, you're going to put the month in of their birthday. So whether it's a 5 for May or a 12 for December or an 8 for August, that's where you're going to start. And then this is going to walk you through it. I encourage you to write down the numbers from when you do it, so that we can maybe hopefully start to see some things going on. We're going to talk it through in a little bit, but I want you guys to try this. Try it with more than one birthday, so do it with both of your dates, so that we can, one, make sure it doesn't just work for one day, Yeah, double check. And then see if we can start to notice pieces that might work together, like the times 2 divide 2. We don't have to find everything. We don't have to do the whole thing as an equation. As an equation, this one is a gross, and I can show you. A gross, like, for realsies. So I recommend doing this in a calculator. Between each line, hit enter or equal. But I have yellow calculators out there. If I need more, I've got more.
Here, let's see.
Magic post-its.
Is that what you call them?
Yeah, they're branded. I just don't use them for much of anything else because I don't really care about BurlingtonEnglish.com. They are free. It's the right price. It's my favorite price for almost anything.
For real.
It's my favorite price.
Especially when you buy one and you get another one.
Oh, it's a dangerous sale. My favorite store I'm gonna get to go to is they give teacher stuff for free.
What to a store?
It's called Teacher Treasures.
That's an actual store.
I get to go and get like school supplies for like free, like notebooks and folders and pencils. So much fun. I got my air purifier from there.
Where's your big pencil at?
Oh, it's just back over here. It just kept tipping over my mug.
Oh.
Because it says, it's really fun. My sister got me this. It says English is important, but math is importanter. But it tips it over. So I'll move it so it's next to my unicorn. Because we all need unicorn tape. It goes very well with my,
How are you supposed to guess the person's birthday if they tell us?
You're not guessing their birthday.
Oh. It says that.
Oh, does it?
Figure out your birthday.
Well, when you get all the way to the end, it should show you something.
Hold on, wait. I'm still working. Okay, hold on. Oh my God. Oh no, wait. I think I did it right. I think I did it right. And I think I was gonna do it right. I thought I was going to do it wrong. Okay. Oh, what if we got the same number?
You get the same number.
That would be impressive.
If we have the same birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Right, we don't.
What's your number?
My number? My first number? 8.
Okay.
What's yours?
My first number is 8.
Mm-hmm. I'll say, look at your answer and see if you figure out what's going on there.
Nine. It's Saturday.
doing anything fun?
Saturday I'm having the dinner. And then Sunday I'm going to the fair.
Fun.
And then
I haven't been to the fair yet this year.
Friday I'm just look cute.
That'll work.
Thank you. What period is your prep?
Fifth.
Oh, what's it that low?
Well, I teach 3 classes. And I'm one of the few who does. Very few of the math department teachers actually teach 3 classes.
I did something.
What you get?
I don't even know. I don't even know. They still went to decimal.
Me too, I got a decimal too.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, they went into decimal before. What's your
That would be rare.
Okay.
Because
That's not right.
that one's the orange. That's orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, you're doing her data? Yes. Then you should get it right now. And that's perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Whoop. Screen is. Because what was your. Alright. So is mine.
17 or 18? Okay, so we're gonna be 17. No, that's fine. I just turned 7.
You're
Friday.
Okay.
I'm older than you. You're still 16.
You're not even a week old. You're not even 17.
Okay.
You're 17 for a week.
You're not even 17 yet.
Yeah.
You're still 16.
I am.
So.
Do you need that? Do you? If you need that, I can give it to you.
Do you need that?
I'll take that.
I'll take that.
I never ducking down.
Clock.
You just got your ticket.
No.
Miss BS.
What's up?
If you ever hear a student say something that you don't like, you should say, "Do you need that?" And watch their reaction.
I have a tendency to not repeat things that I genuinely don't understand.
Do you need that? I mean, like, do you need this face? That's what that means.
Okay.
She don't know.
Haley gonna get that too.
That's okay.
Cause you scared. It's okay. I'd be scared too about you.
I just make the commitment.
It's not me. It's okay. You're just a baby. It's okay.
I'm just a baby.
You're 17 for a week.
You're just a baby. It's
You
okay.
turn 17, don't know how to act.
I'm grown.
Far from.
I'm very good.
You wanna be.
No, I am.
You wanna. No.
Yeah.
You still got a curfew. Your curfew's 9:30.
Oh, no. It's not.
What, 9:45?
Oh, no. Nowhere near.
It should be.
Yours should be.
No.
8:30?
I know no curfew. I choose to be in the bed by 8:30. I'll be laid up too comfortable.
I'm pretty good. When I get in there, I'm going to straighten out the edge.
I don't go home until like 6.
All right, let's start talking through this. Because you should have gotten as your answer your month as the number, and then decimal point, the day. So it tells you your birthday. Like mine would have wound up as 8.22.
Hey, August baby.
I am a Leo Virgo cusp. Just saying.
You Virgos are.
I'm on the cusp. Literally the day that they occasionally will switch back and forth as to whether you're Leo or whether you're Virgo. I am technically Leo most of the time according to most church. but occasionally they say I'm a Virgo.
You give Leo.
It's called a cusp.
Yeah, you don't give
20 seconds.
yeah, you're
Sometimes it switches which one it is, but most of the times it's Leo. But anyway, so that's the specific ones. Let's see if we can figure out what parts of this are undoing each other. So I'm going to go ahead and start writing this like using letters. We are not going to get all the way to the end necessarily. If you want to see the whole thing, I can show you too. It's kind of gross. Like, I have the whole thing. Like, I did it. It's about there. But it's kind of gross. So when we're thinking about this, we're thinking about this being our month. And so we can put M. You could try and do it with all 12 months if you really want to, but that's a lot. So M is going to be our month. And our very first step was to multiply that by 7. So our second step says we have 7 times our month. That's where I got my 56 from. So then we have our whatever we got for our 7M, and we need to take away 1. Then it starts to get a little wild on us, because then we have to multiply that by 13. Since we had to kind of hit enter after every one of these lines, we need to make this be kind of a parentheses piece. So it's going to look like this, because we take whatever we had up here times the 13. I'm going to actually distribute this out because as we continue forward, things are going to start to combine together, and it gets a little messy. So when we multiply that out, 13 times 7 is actually 91. And then our 13 times that minus 1, so remembering that distribution from way back in the day. Oh my gosh, what? 13. Yes. So we distribute that out. Our next step on this was to actually add the day of birth. That's the step we're on right here. So I'm just going to put plus whatever the day would be. I don't even know what day it is. We're just going to put that there. We're almost to the point where we're going to see what's happening here, and we're not going to go all the way. Because then our next step, we add 3. If we add 3, I can't add 3 here because that's M's. I can't add 3 here because that's days. I can add 3 here. We have minus 13. When we add 3, what's this going to be? 10. So we're going to wind up with our 91 times M minus 10 plus the day. Because we added 3, and it kind of made that 13 disappear into a 10. We like that better. So we can start to see the pieces that are going to start undoing stuff as you look at the rest of the pieces. You can keep going. Like, it is definitely doable. It's going to get to be some bigger numbers. But you can keep going and see exactly how this works. But at this point, I want us to kind of look and see if we can notice what things are going to start to undo what other things. So look at GHIJK. L is just making it be a decimal. And see what we notice about these steps versus what we have here. Because right now I have kind of gross stuff. If we keep going, and I take this whole piece and we multiply it by 11, like, we can totally do that. And if you want to do that to see how this stuff all goes, I encourage you to do so. It's very fascinating. I think so, at least. So you can keep going with it, but we also notice we're going to come through and we're going to subtract a month, and we're going to subtract a day. So when we multiply these by 11, what we wind up with is actually 1,001 M minus 110 and 11 days. If I subtract a month, what does that put us down at for our months? If I subtract 1 month from 1,001 months, how many are left? 1,000. That's a much prettier number. 1,000 months. That's 100. There we go. 1,000 months. And then if we also were to subtract a day, how many days would be there? Subtracting a day, we're down to 10. Everything else is dividing by 10. That's going to make these be smaller, but they're going to be pretty still. If I divide by 10, we're going to be left with just the day. We're going to have 100 m's. If we have to get rid of this number, 10 and 11 makes 110. It's going to get rid of that number entirely. It's going to go away. So the subtracting the month and the day of the birth gets rid of our gross numbers over here. That's going to make these be icky and decimally. Dividing by 10 is going to straight up get rid of these 10s. The 11 is going to get rid of the 110. So again, just like we had with the little short one, which was very short, this one is super duper extra long. The one on the homework is much more in the medium zone. This one's super long. The one we started with was super short. Homework is going to have a medium. Okay? Definitely not this gross, and not 2 letters. 1 letter. Okay, but it's looking at these pieces that start to undo each other. The adding of the day, or subtracting of the day gets us down into nice pretty stuff. Subtracting of the month gets us back down into things we can deal with. So if we look here, that got me down to where my 8 was in the front again. So I have my 8 in the front here because we got all these pieces to be tidy. I have it to the point where I have my 22 back based off of these pieces here. So it's all based off of things that undo each other. This is just a super complicated way of doing it, and holy cow, did they overcomplicate it. Oh my gosh. The whole equation, we're honestly pretty much there. We should wind up with, you did, just checking. You should have wound up with an answer on your problem of your month dot your birthday. So for me, I wound up with 8.22.
But I ended up with 8.09.
August
Same
9th.
Same thing.
8.09. Yeah, because your birthday's on the 9th. Okay? So it's all about things that start and undo each other and trying to find the pieces that are going to pair up. The one on the homework is less gross, way less gross. It is called Math Magic. It is up on the Canvas page right now. I can show it to you. Boop. Stop it. That's pretty cool. Oh, I guess it closed. All right, I'll grab it real quick. All right, so this is the first homework. I've got it in preview mode here. So it has a very similar kind of problem. It is that you're going to pick a number. You're going to go through this. It only has 8 steps. It even tells you what the answer is or what it should be. So I want you to show me that it works. And I want you to try and write the letter part like we did. Think about this one. It's going to be a lot more like this 5. It's going to be a lot more like this part where we wrote it with this piece. It's not going to be the M's, the D. Like, it's going to have one letter. One letter. It's just these are the only 2 examples they picked to do in the book. And I was like, ew, gross. And we're going to try something that's way less ew. Because that's way less ew.
That's disgusting.
That's what I'm saying.
This one is ew. Ew. Super ew, gross, ew, ew, ew. Ew, ew, ew. The one in the homework, way less ew. Way more like the first one, but the fact that they went from this to this and what we're supposed to do makes me go, bleh. That's a big change. Like, that is a whole lot. That's why I was not saying, figure that out on your own. We gon' look